we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, big hole left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Beats marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here's Tannehill. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 7. Tannehill. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tariq Cohen, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. These two teams all tied after one. Working with 2nd and 5 now. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Rush in.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Run for Pollard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Beats have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but
I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone,
and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Off-play action, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And powering through at the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Tony Pollard becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Beats add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To the air again, Tannehill. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off play action, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Pollard going to try the right side. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
No. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On first down, Cohen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Watch the twist. Run. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Stay with your man.
From the 39, Tannehill. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Pearson got an open man at Schwartz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From the gun on 3rd down. Pearson is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes a catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down. Pearson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
19 Tiger. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 80 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First down, Panthers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Pearson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. David Baker with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Pollard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Brooklyn, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss.